Hello friends, this is a tutorial for code commit, code deploy and code pipeline. And in this lab we are going to create a code in our local machine with the code commit repository and push this code into EC2 instance. That is our main aim. The main aim is to push this AWS code commit codes to EC2 instance automatically, and when that is the main aim of our lab. And our lab consisting of 6 components, 1 2 3 4 sorry 5 components. First is a local machine with git install, and then AWS code commit, adequate code deploy, and AWS code pipeline, AWS instance. And here the in a local machine with Linux or Windows, first we install git, and this is the developer machine actually. And from here the developer will create a code in the AWS code repository, AWS code commit. AWS code commit is just a service of AWS to save the codes. The main advantages of the AWS code commit is it's scalable, and so the developer developer create a repository in code commit and push these codes to the AWS code commit from the local machine using git. And then next is the code deploy, AWS code deploy. It is used to deploy the codes to the EC2 instance. Also AWS code deploy will be build the codes. If code like PHP or Java, the code will be built by using AWS code deploy. So from here the AWS code commit will store the codes using the repository, and it will then go to the code deploy. AWS code deploy will build the codes and deploy this code to AWS EC2 instance. That's all. Then the what is AWS code pipeline will do is that if a developer will change some codes here in the repository, then this AWS code pipeline will detect the changes, and the pipeline will inform the code deploy that there is some code changes happened, and it will the code deploy will it will do is that it will automatically build the new codes and then deploy to the EC2 instance again. That is the working of the this. That's all. Then you understand the working, right? If something has changed here, it automatically mirrored in the EC2 instance using the code pipeline technique and AWS code deploy technique, and this together is working here, AWS code deploy and AWS code pipeline. Now we are going for the lab setup. For the lab setup we have first we need to create 2 roles, one for the EC2 instant launch and one for the code deploy. That is, for the EC2 instance there is one role, and for the code deploy there is one role we need to create. So we are going for into first we go to the IAM. Roles, create a role, choose EC2 instance, then choose this name, and next. Select the role AWS easy to role for AWS code deploy. Yeah, select this one, then put the role name AWS code commit role 1, then create the role. Then next is to create another role for the AWS code deploy. Select the code deploy from here, code deploy, next permission, then this is AWS code deploy, it's defaultly selected, then put some name. I use code deploy commit role 2. In order to avoid confusion, I use these numbers 1 and 2. For code deploy it's 2, for easy to install it's 1. Just create the role, that's all. Now next is we need to install Git in our local machine, so use yum install Git -y. It will automatically install the Git using yum install. Next we need to create a code commit repository in AWS. So in order to create code commit, just go for the code commit, get started, put some name, test repo. Here I use test repo. I just put the name has test repo 1, description also test repo, it's not a matter. Then go skip this one. Then now the repository is created in the AWS code commit, and if we need to connect to this repository for uploading codes, we use two techniques. First is HTTPS, second is SSH. We use SSH because it's a symbol. For the prerequirement for this is installing Git. The installation of Git is completed now. Now next is to create SSH key pair. So to generate SSH key, use this command SSH key gen. Check the folder if is there any keys previously created. Oh, remove that one. ID underscore public key, and I remove all those files. Just use this command to create public and private key for the SSH. Press enter. Don't need to put anything. You see the new files are created. This is our public key, which we need to copy. Just copy this public key into the clipboard. Next we need to attach this to the IAM, upload this keys to the IAM user. That is step 2. So just right click and duplicate the tab, go to IAM, and then go to users, then select the user. This is now I am logged as Dinil, so this is my user. Go to the security credential and upload the SSH key. Paste the copied SSH public key to here, then upload. Then note down this. This is the SSH key ID which I need to be configured. So create a file called config, and copy these contents to that config file. here I think there is space coming, so no need for spacings, extra space is coming here. Now change the public key, sorry, private key. This is private key here, id underscore rsa, and paste the key, sh key. This is the key which I copied from here. This key is key name should be id should be given here, and identification file is the private key file. This file is the identification file which we put here. Then next is the first step is completed, second step is completed, then third step is this one. This step, go to other folder, create a folder called project, then create another folder, go to the project directory, create a folder called code commit, sorry, commit and go folder, then paste this. Now I am inside the folder called project code commit, then paste this command. This command will automatically clone the AWS code commit repository which we created to our local machine, that is developer machine. So this is our repository. Go to the repository and you see there is a hidden file called git. That's all. Now next is we need to, now the code is empty, there is nothing inside this the repository. Now we need to upload certain codes. The developer will upload codes in order to the first file is app spec. Just copy out these files. This is our index.html file. Just copy the contents. Create this scripts. Now all the files are uploaded from my end, and this is my index.html, which is a web page content, and this is the configuration file for code deploy apps.yml. This is a YML file which contain with the details. Here are version, which is a 0.0.1 version, and OS, which specify which OS we are using. Mine is a Linux OS, and file. This is the code which we need to copy to the EC2 instance, and the EC2 instance destination is var www.html, and the index HTML from here is copied to the EC2 instance destination folder var www.html. We just only copy one folder, one file, index.html, to the EC2 instance, that is for deployment, for this testing. And inside the script, this is a script which service which is need to install the service. It's just install the HTTPD. This is the, we just need to start the service. it's just need to stop the service, and that's all. Now next is we are now making our codes from developer side. Developer will make the all the code section. Now next is we need to, the developer will make the code, and we need, next is we need to push this codes to the code commit, AWS code commit. So in order to push, we first need certain things. We first need to add these files to the git local repo. So that first git space add space dot, use this command to add, check the status using git status command. Yeah, it's all files are added. Then we need to commit this code, use this command to commit the code. Git commit -m is just for the message, and to push the code to the AWS code commit, use this command git push origin master. It will push these codes from the local machine to the AWS code commit. It will push the code from AWS to the AWS code commit from the local machine. Now check in the AWS code commit, you see our codes are here. Yeah, successfully the codes are pushed here into the AWS code commit. Now next is we need to launch the EC2 instance using the role code commit. So go to the EC2 instance, launch an instance, select the base machine AWS Linux, select the IAM role which we created first time, code commit role 1. This is IAM role. This role which we selected here, which at the beginning time we will create 2 roles. That role should be selected, one for EC2 instance and one for code deploy. And for EC2 instance we selected here. Select that role. Then next add a tag, just to just put a code commit server in anything we need. We need one more port, that is HTTP port. Then launch that machine. Yes, it's now running. Just connect this EC2 machine first. Inside this EC2 machine we need to install code deploy agent first. So this is the steps to install code deploy agent. Yeah, this one, this is the step. Just copy all this one and paste here. It automatically do all those things, not to be type one by one. Yes, it's installed. Now start this code deploy agent. Check the status. Yes, code deploy agent is now running with pitch 3581. Now next is we need to do we just completed these things, code commit, then AWS EC2 instance, then remaining is a code deploy and code pipeline. Code deploy is used to build this code, also used to deploy this codes to the EC2 instance, so it will available to the EC2 instance. So go to code deploy, already there is create go for just go to code deploy, create an application and put an application name, code deploy test 1 to group, put a group name. I just put the application name and put a group name, then select the environment configuration, select the EC2 instance, and from here select the code commit server. This is a server which we this is the EC2 instance which we launched. So this is the tag code commit server. So it shows the instance is 1. If something gets wrong, the instance we see here it's a 0. Now the value is 1. If we need more instance, put the instance here. I just need one for testing. Then select the deployment configuration, deploy all at once. Then this, in the advanced option service role, we need to select IAM role which we created first time. First time we created 2 roles, the one for IAC2 and one for code deploy IAM role, and this role should be we selected here. It's a bit difficult to select that role from here, so I mentioned earlier I just put one. This is a EC2 role, sorry. So the second one, this one, yeah, this is the one, this is the one, right? Yes, code commit code deploy role 2, this one we need to select. This is the one which we created at starting time. Then create the application. It's nothing, just put some name, application name, and deployment group name. Then select the EC2 instance in the environment configuration and put the select the server tag here, and it shows the instance is 1. Now select the deployment configuration, code deployment default at all once. Then select the service IAM role which we created at the beginning. Then create application. Yeah, it's created successfully. Now next is we need to, so our code deploy is created successfully. Now next is we need to create a pipeline. Go to the pipeline. Create a pipeline name. Code commit pipeline. Next we need to select the source, Source means from where we get the code. Here you see the from the code commit we get the code. This is the source. AWS code commit is the source. So select AWS code commit, then select the repository name, select the master, then put next name. We don't need to build the code because it's just a HTML, so we don't need to build. Select the deployment. Here the deployment deploy. Here you can see this one act as deployer, code deploy. AWS code deploy will deploy this code to the EC2 instance, so the deployer is AWS code deploy. Then select the application name, code, this one which we created, then put next. Then here just to create, we need to create a role, just press create role. Then don't need to change anything here, just allow, press allow, then press the next step and review the configuration, create pipeline. That's all. Now our pipeline is created. That's all. So we will be completed our lab setup. So I just first we created a local first we created a code in code commit, and then the developer will be develop some codes in the local in his local machine with the git install, and upload this code or push that code to code commit, and then code deploy will be deploy those codes to EC2 instance. Then code pipeline will do is that it will dictate the changes. If something is changed, it will be just inform the to code deploy, and push that codes against to AWS EC2 instance. That's all. And you see the first process is in progress, and now it's succeeded. Now the second process staging is in progress. So this is our EC2 instance, and we just go to var w, we see yeah, our EC2 instance HTML file is now deployed. You see HTML, go to HTML, you see the index dot, yes, it's now in progress. You see the code is now, this is our local repository, right? From here the index is copied to this EC2 instant machine. This is my EC2 instant machine. It will automatically create the install the Apache and copied the code from a local repository machine to the EC2 instant machine, that is index.html. Now we need, oh yeah, they are succeed. The two stages is completed now. Now the next is we need to check the website. Just copy the public IP, our web page. Yes, we will deploy this code automatically using the code pipeline. It's completed now. Now we need some additionally, we just we do some changes here. For example, I just change some code in the index.html. What next? Wait for some time. It will automatically deploy the code to the EC2 instance. Wait for some time, it will detect. sorry, we just need some additional steps after. If I just change some codes here, I just change some contents in the index.html. After that, I need some status commit the modified. Now I need to commit those changes. Git then now I am going to change some contents in the index.html. I add some additional contents here. Now sorry, some new contents I have added, and this is the Aws instance with the index.html. This is the current one. If I do some changes in the code commit code, it will automatically push this codes to the Aws instance. That's we are proving here. Commit. Yeah, when we do some changes in the here in the I just do some changes here in the index.html and just follow these things, add this to the local and status to check the status, and then put this one again and push this comment. Now source is completed. Now staging. Just wait for some time. Some video problem here, I don't know. I'm sorry for that. Something the new code is still, yeah, new code is updated here, but it's not completed. The deployment staging process is not completed. Let's check this one. I don't know. The new code will see here now. Yes, the new code is now updated. Yeah, all succeeded. Now check the new code. Yeah, it will show the new code. So now if some developer will change something in the code, we just first we need developer need to again do these steps. These steps need to if we change some code here, we need to follow these steps again to push this code change to the staging. Then it automatically detect that changes by the code pipeline. Now also thank you for watching my video. If